I was born in a village, but brought up in Chennai, of course, in a small school, a government-aided school, and then I went on to college. In my school days, I used to love playing all kinds of games. I loved basketball. That was the beginning of my, athletic and other sporting events that I started off. And then in college, when I was doing my second year, I realized what am I going to do with my future? Sporting doesn't have a great career. Sport as a career and that to playing basketball is not going to gain me anything. And I suddenly got scared of my future. I don't know how it happened because I was always playful. And then I realized, okay, I have to now focus on my studies. And what I was doing BA History. So it was, I didn't know what I was going to do, though my lecturers, advised me, maybe you can do your PG and other things, but I had to continue working. I had to start off working as soon as I finished my college because that earning was so needed. And then, joined as a front office executive through one of my friends. I realized I did work there for a couple of years and realized, I wasn't doing anything interesting. I was not happy. So then myself and my brother, he was a copywriter already. And then I started learning all the animation and graphic tools. It was new in India at that time. That's when we started learning it. And then, was teaching the same for some time. We have this thing, you learn and immediately go to teach, which again you're not at all happy with because you don't know. You know only so much. How much can you teach as soon as you've learned? So I didn't want to do that as well. And then we started this company. Company meaning, because of my auditor, who suggested it has to be a private limited company. The moment we, thought of it, it was a two-people company, myself and my brother. Both of us, I was doing the technical part of the work, he was doing the sales and marketing. So that's how we started. And then we worked, in our own bedroom. There's a small bedroom in West Mambalam we had, worked there. And then we realized we have to move to a slightly bigger office. We need to take some external help as well. And then we took an office, a very small office. It's an apartment again. And started, a couple of guys were taken to help us. 2-3 people then joined us who are still there with us. And some of them who have recruited, initially the 10 guys, most of them are there with us even now, after 17 years of the company. And then on it was, only about work. I had to take a break in between because of my marriage and the kid was born. After that, I came back again, but we never thought, okay, we own a business. You cannot think that way because you have to do the work. We are not a funded company like how it happens now. So you have to earn, you have to feed yourself. So we were working, we were literally working. We can't call ourselves business owners at that time. So we started working again, doing everything possible. See, that's the reason, I think I can understand what programming is, what the design aspect of what we are doing as well. So that has given us a, very good experience. I'm very happy we have gone through those days because both of us, can understand really what it is. Even if our guys, we are very happy that, very lucky to get really good resources as well for our team. And then on, we started working online. I was very happy. Being an introvert, I was happy, sitting beside a computer, not going and talking to anyone. So then we started doing online business from our 3D and animation video work. We moved on to doing websites and online promotions. But then I was very happy, only doing that part and started building our clients abroad. The clients in the sense, most of them are still with us even now. They continue to work with us, for several years now. It's because, we maintain the quality that we had to provide. Sometimes we get emails, our clients are, they trust us so much, they started sending, emails, whatever email they get, they were just forwarding it to us. Some of the emails, that I've received over the years, there were mentions that, an Indian company worked on this and, it is not what we wanted. But the fact we realized later was they had gone for a very low cost. The thing was you cannot compromise so much on cost and still get the quality that you want. So that was one aspect which really triggered, we cannot, that was, being an Indian, you feel very bad when you see such emails. You want to do something better than what others are doing. That way we started working and the kind of ethics that we followed, at one point in time in one country, almost all the competitors worked with us. During this time, we never met our clients most of the time. After a couple of years or so, then they want to see us. Some of them even thought I was a guy, because in US and UK, generally it is Jay is a guy's name. So they assumed it was, it was a guy they were interacting with. So, and then they came and saw, and the term that were used by a few of our clients was, your company is the best kept secret, because we never marketed ourselves. Throughout all these years, we've never marketed our company. It's only through word of mouth that we have, been doing all this. So we always like to take technically very challenging jobs. Maybe that was one reason which, led us to sustain ourselves. All these years, after some time, I had to put my son in college. In a summer camp. Every year we used to do that. Once he was 8 years, we all do that as a parent. They go to some summer camp or the other. So one such year, he was sent for rowing. That is when I really liked what I saw. The movement of the boat and the oars. It was lovely to look at. Then we just casually, there were a few other women who also wanted to go learn the same sport. Then we approached the club. They said, please go ahead. And all of us were 40 years, above 40 years. Then we learned that sport. It was amazing. I went on to, participate in the World Masters. That was another superb experience we had. And then that was the time I also learned swimming. After 40 years, this was a lovely experience for me. And that was the time I also realized I never ever had any social life. My office, back home office, we used to work even a couple of days. I never thought, I'm a woman, I have to go back, and neither did my, family expected it. They knew, how involved we get with our work, and it's always been that. 2 days, 3 days, you stay back and just finish the work. That's how we were working. And after that realization, then I saw, ladies, that was inspiring. Seeing so many ladies doing different things, it was an eye-opener, I should say. I was seeing different kind of things, other than my office work. And then I started traveling abroad and, further experiences. I should say, I'm actually enjoying my after 40. I'm enjoying life now. So, and one other, how I get inspiration from people is from our daily walks of life. One of my client, he's an artist, a music artist, and he's a sand sculptor, ice sculptor, varied things. We were doing online, business for quite some time, and then he couldn't devote as much time as he can. Then he said, I have a friend of mine who's very trustworthy. Can you please, but she doesn't know anything about online or anything about websites or animation or gaming or nothing. So I was asked to, because it's more of a relationship, it's become more of a relationship, so I couldn't say no. I had to teach her everything from what a browser is, from how you upload a file, everything I had to teach her. Amazingly, I mean, she learned it really well. I was very happy. And later on, I got to know this woman was 50 years old. And she was doing sanitary ware selling, that sales of sanitary wares. I was surprised to see how, they can change, a field. And she was so good at it, learning. She didn't, hesitate a minute to ask any kind of dumb question. But the learning was amazing. See, those are kind of people, from whom you also learn a lot. And then, as we were working, for our clients, that's when, we realized some of the products that we developed. The brief we sometimes get is, we want something like this. And from there, we develop. We started doing design and coding, a very challenging kind of job when not many of them did in India at that time. So we did some promotional, animations and gaming at that time for movies, which we got to know it is the first time done between mobile and, online challenges and things like that. So that was very, we were happy about all that. But then, we were not, it was all under wraps. It was all under NDA, so we cannot obviously showcase any of the jobs. But we always wanted to do something, that creative urge was always there. Then we developed our own products, started developing our own products. And after a few years, we developed and we just kept it. I mean, it was, done during our free time and other things. It was done. But then once the mobile medium started, that is where I think the big company, small company gap started reducing. The app stores and, everything has, you don't have that gap anymore, especially in gaming. Earlier is like the license of PS3, if you have to be a developer of PS4, PS3, PlayStation or an Xbox, humongously, expensive. Like, we cannot afford it, definitely. So this was like a welcome break for us. And then we started developing games as well. So in 2010, one of our product on a mobile medium got a Global Innovation Award. So this happened in London, and later we got to know Angry Birds got this runner-up. And then the next year, again, we got another, for the same product, but on PC, we got it from Intel, another innovative product award. So that is when, prior to that, we never believed in awards or submitting anything to it, because we had already developed a product and somebody was asking, they were, generally I think they do the marketing of such companies to, submit your things. So we submitted, and that is how we've been, almost every year we are getting a couple of awards now. So, this is where we are right now. So I still, I was very happy that Adira is coming and speaking here. Violin is something, that I always wanted to learn. Maybe at my 50 years, when I have some more time, I will learn the way, the instrument is being held, the sound, just like how I really loved watching rowing and then I imbibed. This is, I never even stood in the seashore. I'm so scared of water. So that is, that changed everything. And, violin is something like that. I always wanted to learn. Maybe I'll learn later. Thank you. There is a small video I wanted to share it with you. This video was done by Dove, I think. I'm sure some of you must have seen it, or most of you must have seen it, but still, this is more on external beauty, but still, worth watching it. Thank you.